Hello guys, today we are going to see the next video of Numpy series. Okay, so in this series we are going to see the slicing. Okay, how to apply the slicing on array. In last video, we have to we have see the how we can use the indexing to extract the value or extract the element from the array using indexing. So this time we are going to see the slicing. Okay, so with the help of slicing we are also going to extract the element from the given index array. Okay, with based on some positions. Okay, so we have to in slicing we have to position the indexing value also, indexing numbers, then we'll get the we'll get the value from array. So if we have indexing already in the place, okay, so then why need of slicing? Okay, so for that we just going to add more. Okay, so slicing versus index. Okay, so we're going to understand it. So what is means by index? So index is nothing but the it is a way to access the element or way to access the array element using the number. Okay, index is nothing but the its use to access accessing the accessing an array element. Okay, based on given index number. Okay, so that is the indexing. Okay, so indexing start with 0, it start with 0 0. Okay, and indexing has a limit. What we can say, it's not limit, it's what we can say, the based on array element. Okay, so based on array element we can define index value. Okay, so what I'm trying to say here, let's consider we have array of 5 elements, so our index will be 5 elements, so it will going to start from 0 1 2 3 4. Okay, up to 4, but ultimately if you count the number from 0 to 4, those are only have 5. Okay, if we try to accessing out of index value, it will throw an error. Okay, so it will not going to what we can say, out of, if there is a, we can access the element or we can try to value which is not not part of the indexing, then in that case the array will throw an error. Okay, so numpy will throw error, that will be the out of index error. So this is nothing but the index. Okay, now we come to know, we're going to understand the slicing. Okay, so now we're going to understand the slicing. So now here we easily for now we're going to understand the what is the basic thing, what is the array indexing, how it's going to start, how to define it. If you going, if we are going to access the more than indexing value, it will going to throw an error. Okay, so slicing is it's kind of given index. Okay, here we also give the index, but the using slicing we can access the value base value from given range. Okay, here we need to define the one from one index to 3 index. So in slicing we have to give the range. Okay, so from 1 element to 4 element or 2 element to 3 elements. Okay, so this kind of we need to give the ranging, In indexing, we should not pass the any range. We have to pass only single index per number, okay, then we'll get the value, okay. But in slicing we have to pass the range. We have option, you can pass the range. So based on that we will get the multiple element of the array if we pass the any range. Like let's consider uh, if we're going to access the element, let's consider these are the five elements we have. So if I pass the size from 0 to 3, okay, so we'll get the value between this range from 0 to 3, okay. So that is nothing but the slicing. So slicing we have two options. First the start option, start indexed, and colon end index, okay. This is the one option. Then we have to another option, start index, then end index, and then steps, okay. Okay, so in indexing we not able to give the start index, end index. We are only give the particular index value, so we don't have increment options over there. Also in indexing, in slicing we have start option, we have end option always, and we have also steps also. Means we going to say by one increment by 1 or 2 or 3 steps, okay. So based on that you will going to get the value from index, okay. So basically if we not pass any value, let's consider here start value, I am not any pass, and just say and I pass the end value, so it will consider the this empty position. Or if you not pass the start value, then it will consider from 0, okay. Okay, and if you if we not pass the end value, okay, then it will also consider the 0. So if we are not going to give any default value, then it will defaultly system will consider the index values start from 0. So this is the one way, okay. In steps, if you pass here steps, okay, defaultly steps increment by 1, okay, pass steps value will be 1 defaultly, okay. So in this case we are not going to pass the any steps value. In that case by defaultly it will consider the as a 1 steps, okay. So these are the difference, actually this is the technical difference, and this is the way we can use the indexing and slicing, okay. Now we're going to create a one dimension array and try to apply the slicing here, okay. So for that, okay, I'm going to import the numpy, import numpy as a np, okay. For not we're going to create for that np dot array, okay, np dot array, then give the value 1 2 3 4 5, okay, and we try to print it. So we'll get the value of array. What is the value of array? Okay, so we have 1 2 3 4 5, okay. Now we're going to apply the value, okay. So I want to from 0 from first to 3, okay. So I want this 3 values, okay. So in that case I am going to apply the slicing like this, okay, in square bracket from 0 to 3, okay. So we get 1, so we're going to guess it 3, okay. So we'll get the value 1 2 3. So this is the way we can going to access the value, okay. So now here as we talk about, okay, here we're going to say this is the step we're going to already created, okay. So that's this is the start, 0 is the start value and 3 is the end value, okay. So we can apply the negative array also here. So let's consider, I will say -1 -3. So we'll get the value in reverse order, -1 -3, okay. So -1 start from 4th and -3 value is a 3. So 4 and 3 So this is the way we're going to take a value from reverse order also, and this is the another way which already show that start and end, that is a positive way to take the extract the value. Okay, now we're going to see about the steps. Okay, so this is here we're talking about the steps. So by defaultly our increment value right now is going to we're going to extract the element from the given range with increment by 1 steps. Okay, so I will say 0 to 4. Okay, I am just print it. So I got a 1 2 3 4. Okay, for now I will just comment out here. So now we have 1 2 3 4, but here we are not defined any steps. This is our start value, so that's why it's going to start 1, and this is our end value 4th, that's why it comes to show the 4. Okay, but by if you see here, you might get confused. Okay, as per indexing, what is the value of this array? 0, 1 2 3 4. Okay, so you might be asked a question, or you may have a doubt like also the value is goes from 0, so it will consider 1, and up to 4, so that means the 5 should be displayed here, but in numpy it will exclude the last digit of this number. Okay, it will not going to include from 0 to 4, so it will give the value from 0 to 3, and fourth index value will be get excluded. Okay, so this is the way it's working. Okay, so in this case we have value, whatever the value we get here, that is from 0 index we get one value, and for the next iteration we get the two values. Okay, but if you see here the 1 2 3, so value count or increment by 1 only. Okay, steps get increment by 1 only, but if I want to only I want to increment my value by 2. Okay, so I just give here 2 as a steps and see what happen will what value we get. So first value is 0. Now we're going to increment. First value is 1, index value is 0, and that the associated value is 1. So okay, so we have to add a 2 into the 0 position, so we'll get the 3. Okay, so as per the array we have only 1 to 5 values. If you increment by 3, it will going to give the 5. So this is the way we're going to add it. So for simplification, we're going to just add some value. Okay, so we'll get the answer. Okay, so by 2, so we'll get a 1 2, and I will say 9, 0 to 9. Okay, so 1 plus 3 means 2 addition, 3 plus 2 5, 5 plus 2 7, 7 plus 2 9. So this is the way we get the value, and we can access the value from we can access the value of index using the slice. Okay, for a single value on a single dimension array. Okay, so now we're going to see the next thing is how to access the value. Okay, so there are some interesting fact about it. Okay, if you see here, so as we discuss about in theory also, ARRI, if I am not given a start value and I will give a fourth value, so it will going to start from first index value, and that first index value is the 0. So by default start value will be the 0, and your end index value is equal to 4. Okay, so this is the way we're going to, if you not pass the value any. Okay, the third word is, if we are passing value from 2, start from 2, and we are not going to give a end value. Okay, so then what will going to happen, it will going to form 2. So for the 2 index value we have 3, and from 3 to upmost last element of the array. Okay, so this is the way, if we are not past the start value or end value, the system will take care of automatically. For start it will going to start from 1, and for end it will going to show or display all the element of array. Okay, so this is the way. If you are not past the any value, then we're going to say ARRI. In this case we just pass the colon. So here we are not passing start value, and we also not pass the end value, and we just run it. Okay, so it will get all value. Then we're going to pass a colon and give the steps 2. Okay, then it will give the 1 3 7 5 8. Okay, so this is the way we're going to access the element by using slicing. Okay, so this is for only one day array. Now we are going to see now we are going to see the next what we get 2D array. For we going to create the 2D array, arr2 equal to numpy dot array. Okay, and we are going to create the 2D array. First we have to create first element 1 2 3 4. Okay, then we're going to create another list 5 6 7 8. Okay, so this is the 2D array we have to create it, and we just print it. Okay, so we have 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, sorry, 2 by 4 matrix, 2 row and 4 columns are there. Okay, so now we are going to access the element by using slice. Okay, so here we need to take care of consideration. Okay, so here we have a 2 rows and 2 columns. Okay, in first case we have single row. Okay, there is no column, so we easily able to access the value because given start value and end value. Okay, so now here we have to how we can access the value. So I will say first comma, okay, first comma 1 comma 3, and we just try to run it. What happen will get. Okay, so first is nothing but the first row of indexing. So for the time being I'll just print the here. I'll just print the index matrix here, and we just comment out here to understanding here. For understanding purpose we just keep here to what is the array, so we can easily visualize it. Okay, so now if you talk about here, okay, so here we going to pass the first row. This is our first row. So now as per row we have, this is the R0, that is 0 row, and R1, this is the R1. Okay, so this is the first row. Okay, so what we given here, 0 first row start from 1 to 3. Okay, so for first row, this is our first row, and we're going to, this is first row, and we're going to consider from 1 to 3. So we'll get the value here, and we will get the value 6 and 7. Okay, so because first the first will get value is going to 6, and the second value is going to 7, and 3 will not going to include, it will get exclude, end value get exclude. Okay, and first value is doesn't get exclude, it's always be include. So this is the way we're going to access the individual row and their element from the matrix using slicing also. Okay, so then we have to take from both element from the what we can say both element from return from both index. Okay, 2 index. Okay, so in that case we're going to just do here. Okay, so I will want to see ARRI from 0 to 2 comma 2. So what value will get here? Okay, so we don't have in 2 dimensions, we have only single dimension. Okay, too many indices, array 1 dimensional, but we are extended 2. Okay, so we give 2 indexes here. Okay, so it is a one mistake we have did, I think, from 0 to 2 and 2. Okay, too many indices of array is a one dimensional. Oh, it is not one dimensional, it's two dimensional array. Why it is going to say it is a one dimensional array? It says something wrong. This mistake, one dimensional array. So I just say 0. Too many indices for the array. Array is one dimensional, but we are given 2. Okay, just print 2 by 0. Okay. So something might be wrong for me. Okay, so both element from index 1 to index 4 is not included in 2D array. Okay, so I'll just say comma 1. Okay, something went wrong. How is possible to say one dimensional array? It's two dimensional array, so why it's going to throw an error? Something went wrong. Okay, so guys, now we are back. So here we have seen, so we have 5 rows and 3 columns are there. So 3 by 5 matrix we have here. So this is the first for the row, this is for the row, and this is for the accessing column in slicing. Okay, so now here we are given from start from 1, okay, and end to 3. So we don't have 3, so it will going to end with the 2. And now we are going to say access the 0th value of given array. So this is the 0th value, and this is the 1 value of the row. Okay, so this is the from start from 1 row to go up to 3, and going to access the 0 from 0 column to 1 column of this value. So okay, 1 column get excluded, so it will not going to include anything, so we will get the 11th element. Okay, 6 and 11. So if I want to print the value from 2 3 7 8 12 3, okay, so 2 3 7 8 12 3. So now I want to start from 1 and go up to 0 3 4. Okay, so okay, I will going to go to 3. Okay, so start from first, sorry, here I did the mistake, 0. Okay, 2 3 7 8 12. So if I want to just bring the 7 8 value, I just change the row value. If I just want to 12 and 3, I just give the row value, so we'll get the 12 and 3. Okay, so this is the way we can access the multi-dimensional array using the slicing. Okay, so these are the way we're going to access it if you have multi-dimensional array in a place. Okay, so that's it for this what we can say this video. So here we basically see the what is difference between slicing and array. Index is in fixed nature, we don't have any range. Okay, and if you try to access the value out of index, it will going to throw an error. Okay, and index start from 0. Okay, so in slicing we can access the value based on given range from 0 to 3. Okay, so we have start value, we have end value, we have start value plus end value, plus we can define the steps also which are not defined into the index. Okay, so end value always get exclude. Okay, and start value always get include. Okay, and the by defaultly steps size or steps count should be increased by 1. So these are the way we are going to this is the maximum major difference between slicing and index. So we have covered this in best way to try to understand the slicing, to try to apply on the single dimensional array and try to apply the multiple dimension array. So that's it for today. We are going to close video here. Please share your feedback, try to subscribe my channel and share with your friends. Thank you so much.